Okay, this video is for my friend who asked me about my experience with the famous Ouija board spirit Zaza. I first encountered Zaza in 1988 when I first used a Ouija board. Now, the first spirit that contacted me went by the name Zaza. So I asked, how did it die? At first I thought it meant Elizabeth, but it felt very male. And it said it died of suicide and during the Second World War, concentration camp. And I left it at that. I mean, I couldn't get anything more from the spirit. So I recall my clock didn't work and stopped working, and I had to take the bus, and I'd never taken the bus in that area. So I decided to ask the board, well, what time is the bus going to be there? Is it something like 3:45? So I go there for 3:45, and here comes the bus. It was nothing scary, but it was always like something really like a heaviness that wanted to enter my body. I had that feeling a lot, and I kept running into all these negative situations and people. I tried to find a job, but I couldn't find anything. And I remember this friend of mine tells me, he said, yeah, I saw you the other day. You were talking to yourself as you were walking down the street. And I'm like, what? Because I'm not known to do that. I mean, if I do talk to myself, but I mean, it's just like, you know, I don't talk to voices or anything like that. I'm just talking to myself. That's it. But yeah, so it only dawned later on that this thing perhaps had possessed me and I didn't even know it. So anyway, I kept the Ouija board, but I never contacted the spirit again. And of course I had other experiences because I'm psychic medium, so I had pretty much all the experiences that there's to have. So it's natural to me to communicate while the spirit realm is very close to me. So half the time I don't have to ask anything. I mean, it just, I get all these experiences. So, but anyway, this friend of mine back around 2000 was moving and asked me if I wanted his Ouija board because he was going to throw it out. And I said, sure, I'll have it. So I decided to do a session on my own. And Zaza. And again, thinking it's probably Elizabeth. And I thought, oh, maybe it's the same spirit that I contacted back in 88. But now it was a female energy. And in my mind's eye, this little girl showed up, like 7, 8 years old, wearing like a little white dress. And the more I got creeped out, well, blood started oozing out of her. And she kept approaching, just like the little girl in the movie The Ring. But at the time, The Ring wasn't out. So I just forgot about the whole thing. I'm like, no way, like I'm not. Because anyway, I think I have enough supernatural experiences like that I don't need. And that's why I don't use the Ouija. Not because I'm scared of the Ouija board or I'm scared of spirits, because I'm used to them. It's just that I don't need that to talk to spirit. Usually if I want to know something, spirit comes and tells me regarding them. Even though I don't do it as a business, I don't channel for people. The only reason I'm doing this is because I was asked about my experience, and now what I got from the little girl. Now the little girl is everywhere. I can see her now. She's all over the place. She's a guardian. That's what she is. She's protecting that realm. So yeah, it's very low vibration. It's not it's no white light or anything like that. Because the spirits that most of us contact through the Ouija board, especially beginners, who never had any spirit experiences, well, usually they'll end up with the lowest vibration. I mean, like the lowest realms they'll tap into that. Because everything is all about vibration, and if you're carrying all this baggage, and you're very negative inside, well, you're gonna attract what you're putting out. So yeah, so now, yeah, the spirit can harm you if you don't know how to protect yourself, and especially if you're really scared, because the more scared you're gonna get, this thing is gonna come after you. So, and yes, it's capable of throwing objects around, possessing you, um, you know, everything that disincarnate spirits do. So, my advice is be very respectful, because most, I mean, most people, when they start using Ouija boards, like me, like at the times, like back in '88, like I didn't care. I took the board, I read the instructions, and that was it. I did what the instructions said, and that was it, without paying any respect or asking anything. I just went, like, grabbed the thing and started moving, and that was it. Now, just, you might want to, light candles, create an atmosphere, and ask permission to enter that realm and communicate with spirit. Because in any realm, I mean, in the astral plane, it's guarded. It's got its guardians, and these gatekeepers, are not going to let you in. They're going to push you back out, and they're going to use your fears. They're going to scare you, and they might even harm you, just so you don't mess with what they're protecting. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's I don't have much to say aside from that. I mean, just be very careful when you deal with Ouija, and just be very, very respectful, and